Duraband comes in 4 colors for varying resistance: red, orange, green, and blue. In addition, each band has a clip and band adjuster for moving the clip and the length of the band for varying resistance levels. The band is easily adjusted by moving the band through the clip adjuster to the desired length. In addition, each system comes with attachment straps for the extremity or to attach the bands around a fixed object such as a weight equipment. The bands can be clipped single or double onto the attachment strap, varying the amount of resistance needed for that particular exercise. In addition, the length can be adjusted for additional varying resistance. Each system comes with a set of handles for comfortable hand placement while performing the exercises. In addition, the handles can serve as fixation points in any door. Close the nylon strap in the door at the appropriate height for the correct biomechanical angle to perform the exercise. Please read the enclosed information in the system. Hip kickbacks are performed by attaching the ankle strap around the leg and extending the leg directly backwards, tightening the gluteal muscles and hamstring. Hip extension is performed by attaching the attachment strap around the ankle and moving the leg directly backwards while keeping the knee straight. This works the posterior leg and gluteal muscles. Hip abduction is performed by attaching the attachment strap around the ankle and moving the leg directly away from the side, keeping it in line with the body through the entire motion. Hip flexion is performed by attaching the ankle strap around the ankle and kicking directly forward, keeping the knee straight. Hip adduction is performed by attaching the ankle strap around the ankle and pulling the leg across the front, working the inner thigh muscles. Resisted squats are performed utilizing both bands, squatting down, holding the arms in a stationary position, and moving back upwards to return position. Seated leg press is performed by attaching the strap around the foot, then holding the band back in a taut position, move the leg forward and backwards, working the hamstring and gluteal muscles. Due to the size of these muscles, more than one band may be utilized. Seated upright row is performed by attaching the band at the base of the door or a fixed object and pulling the handle directly upwards towards the chin while maintaining good posture. Hip lateral raise is performed by attaching the band just above the knee and moving the leg in an outward position away from the body, while balancing on both arms and the opposite leg. Seated abdominal curls are performed by attaching the band above the door or overhead on a stationary object. The body is then pulled into a flexion position, bending over while holding the band stationary overhead. Trunk rotation is performed by attaching the band at approximately waist level and turning the body in a twisting motion away from the attachment. Kneeling curls are performed by kneeling down and attaching the band at the top of the door or fixed object and bending the trunk forward while holding the arms stationary overhead. Resisted supine crunches are performed by lying on your back, attaching the band at the base of the door and curling into a quarter crunch position while holding the band overhead. The further the arms are extended, the more difficult the movement is. Seated resisted knee lifts are performed by sitting in a chair, attaching the band to the base of the door or stationary object below, and curling the knees up towards the chest with the attachment strap around the ankles. This works the hip flexors and lower abdominals. Lateral bending is performed by attaching the band at the base of the door, holding the handle and bending away from the attachment site. Standing resisted press is performed by standing and wrapping the band around the back, either above the shoulder or below the shoulder, and pressing outward utilizing both handles. Prone resisted push-ups are performed by attaching the band around the back and performing a regular push-up. This can be performed with the bands at the shoulder level or below the shoulder level. Standing rows performed by attaching the band directly in front of you and pulling straight backwards, squeezing the shoulder blades together. This should not be done if you have any type of balance disorder or balance problems. This can be performed using a single arm with one handle or with both handles simultaneously. Seated lat rows are performed by attaching the band above the door and pulling directly down and backward, squeezing the shoulder blades together. This can be done single arm or double, utilizing attachment straps or handle depending on your setup. Standing upright row is performed by attaching the strap around the foot, holding the handle and drawing it directly upward under the chin. Be sure to securely fasten the strap around the foot. Standing bicep curl is performed by attaching the strap around the foot and bending the elbow, bringing the hand directly towards the shoulder. Tricep extension kickback is performed by attaching the band directly in front of you, keeping the elbow at the side, and then straightening the elbow and moving the hand directly backwards. Standing tricep extension is performed by attaching the band around the foot and extending the elbow straight upward directly overhead while maintaining the shoulder in a still position. Resisted running is a great way to increase your cardiovascular output while maintaining the same distance and mileage. This is performed by attaching the band in a door or around a stationary object. Two bands are clicked into the same handle and then clicked into the attachment straps, which should be anchored in the mid-thigh to lower thigh area. Cardiovascular training with Duraband is a great way to increase your cardiovascular status as well as muscle endurance and energy output. This can be done with resisted running, walking, step-ups, as well as upper body training such as resisted boxing and punching. Durabands can also be used for resisted walking without any attachment site. The benefit to using Duraband is there's no compression forces on the joints like walking with weights in your hands or a weighted vest. But you still get the benefit of resistance training to increase muscle endurance and muscle strength. If you have any balance problems, we don't recommend performing this activity on a treadmill. Quadricep stretch is performed by attaching the bright green stretching strap around the ankle and then the handle and pulling directly overhead, bending the foot directly towards the buttocks. prone quadricep stretch uses the same setup except lying on your stomach and pulling the foot directly towards your buttocks using your arm pushing straight forward. Seated calf stretch is performed by attaching the strap around the foot and pulling the foot directly backwards with the handle, stretching the back side of the lower leg. Supine hamstring stretch is performed by laying on your back, attaching the strap around the foot and pulling directly backward, raising the foot towards the ceiling while keeping the knee straight. See our full sports line for specific stretches and exercises for your sport-specific activity.
Duraband has been instrumental in the development of my career. It's helped me drastically over the last 10 months with my rehab. From shoulder surgery, I've come a long way, and it does more than just strengthen the shoulder. It is total body work. It helps to swing, it helps develop muscle strength, and most of all, it helps develop your career. That's why I use the Duraband.
I believe applying the Duraband to your workouts can help any athlete, especially football athlete, with leg drive, running through tackles, coming out of your breaks. Even the younger athletes coming up who want to work on a 40, it just exercises leg drive. It helps with the internal muscles that just help you just get strengthened in more ways during athletics than the actual gym can. So I'm going to apply the Duraband to my workouts all the time because I believe it's going to just help my overall performance on and off the field.
I use Duraband for in-season maintenance and off-season strengthening, and have found it to be very beneficial for both. I've used other elastic exercise devices, but none compare to the variable resistance of the Duraband baseball system.
You're going to hear from actual clinicians who are currently using the Duraband exercise system. Brian Hagen co-designed the Duraband exercise system. Brian is a physical therapist, board certified in orthopedics and manual therapy, and currently the director of rehabilitation at the premier Pittsburgh Center for Sports Medicine facility in the Sports Performance Complex.
Hi, I'm Brian Hagen, Facility Director at Sports Medicine. We implemented the use of Duraband exercise systems several years ago in our facilities. Not only has this transition been extremely well received by our patients and staff. Personally, I've used Duraband on top-level professional athletes to geriatrics and adolescent patients with great success. I would strongly encourage you to give Duraband exercise systems a try in your facility.
Next is Pete Drayovich, physical therapist to Greg Norman for 9+ years and director of a prestigious golf medicine program.
I've been using the Duraband exercise system and flexibility strap for a little less than 3 years. I have found the tool to be extremely valuable both in the clinical and performance settings. The great thing about the exercise system is that it allows you to adjust the length so that the tension remains constant throughout both the performance type program that you're involved in as well as any type of rehabilitation exercises. The rotator cuff exercise program, it's been invaluable for, as well as ankle strengthening programs. In the golf program, I use the Duraband exercise system as the exclusive rotator cuff strengthening program. It works for both rotator cuff strengthening as well as scapular stabilization exercises. It's been invaluable.